Well, thank you, Hermie. Last night was a crazy night at the Bud Shootout. I'm with one of those guys that raced in there, Robby Gordon. Now, crazy thing, you were in a Dodge last night, but today, whole different story because you're in a Toyota for the rest of the season. Talk about the switch and how last night went.
Well, last night didn't go how we wanted to go. It seemed like about every 5 laps, everybody was sliding all over the place. And they checked up in front of me. I got in the back of the 6. We started the first one, which I think there was, 8 or 9 more later on the night with only 28 cars on the track. So that's going to make the Daytona 500 very interesting. We've got a strategy here that works on our speedway programs, and I think we're going to resort back to it. Last year, our worst finish was 11th. I think Toyota has a very good restrictor plate program, so I'm excited about that. And I'm excited to be back with Jim Beam and be able to bring them back to another Daytona 500.
What do you think is different about this season, whether it was a lack of testing or something else that's attributing to these cars that they're bouncing around? You said it was pretty crazy out there.
Well, I think, we all know the tires are a little bit harder than what we had last time. And, we were all over the place at nighttime. So I can't imagine what it's going to be like with the sun shining down on the racetrack. So, I think I'm not going to say testing had anything to do with it because we run these cars. We came back with our same package that we finished 5th last time we raced a restrictor plate race. So, the cars drive okay. It just seems like we're sliding around, lack of grip. So, I don't know if the track has changed. We don't have enough rubber down on the racetrack. Hopefully that'll change. But, we really didn't have any tire issues last night. We just slid around on top of the track. Everybody lacked grip.
Well, that's a good outlook from Robby Gordon. He's one of those guys that goes out earlier in the qualifying session today. He will roll off on that qualifying grid 11th. Johnny?
Wendy, thanks a lot. That's a stat that really flew below the radar last year, was the fact that Robby Gordon's worst finish on a plate track was 11th. That is not too shabby, especially for a guy who's basically running his own organization over there. But